Welcome back to another Slim Thick Recipe, my naturals. Here's a quick overview of everything we will be using to cook this meal today. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're here to stay, so do not forget to subscribe. Before we continue watching this video, I personally like to cook meals that are quick, effective, and that taste really good. So let's just go ahead and cook up this food. We are starting out by seasoning our food, and the first thing we have is some black pepper. Black pepper adds a lot of extra flavor and a little spice, but please don't use too much or you will catch a problem. Up next, I'm going to be adding in some of my complete seasoning. Love this seasoning, definitely a staple, definitely not going anywhere. So I do season a lot. I'm just going to mention this right now, but I like my food to be flavorful. So that is what I'm doing. I am going to be seasoning both sides of my chicken. And then I'm going to be adding in some paprika. Paprika is really for the flavor. It's really for the color. It doesn't add too much of a spice in my opinion. So feel free to opt out of putting this on or adding a different spice. Now that everything is seasoned, we're going to go ahead and heat up about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil into our frying pan, and we're going to fry the meat on each side for about 5 minutes tops, just so we can cook it a little, get some of those juices and get some of those flavors out so that we can go ahead and make our base. Now that our chicken is in our pan, like I said before, we're going to let it fry up for 5 minutes on each side and then flip it over to the other. I went ahead and added an onion and 1 jalapeno pepper. Now, I did take out my seeds, but if you're looking for something more spicy, you can leave your seeds in. This is what your chicken should look like, and now we're just going to be removing them out of the pan, turning the fire off, and we are going to be making our base. For our base, I'm going to be adding in some butter. I added in about 4.5 teaspoons of this butter here. And then I'm also going to be adding in a nice diced tomato. Dice it up as finely as you can. I also added in a few pieces of cilantro, not too many because you don't want it to be Chipotle-y. Does that make sense to whoever out there that eats a lot of Chipotle? We're going to be adding in a cup of this fat-free chicken broth, which I don't recommend. You guys, I say this all the time. Go in the kitchen, mess up. As y'all can see, I mess up. That's what you're supposed to do in the kitchen. Eventually you get it right. But anywho, I added in a cup of chicken broth. I recommend a half a cup of chicken broth or less. And then I'm also going to add in this Greek yogurt here. It all was good in this moment until I started to mix this whole up. Don't it look good right here? It looks so freaking good. But when I mixed it up, it was way too liquidy for me. So you guys, do not do as I do. Do it as I say. Do not use a cup of chicken broth. Use a half a cup or less. And I will say, it does not look bad. It just was not giving what I was trying to give. Okay? We're going to be taking that base and pouring it all over our chicken. You guys, this came out really, really good. Please don't forget to season your base also. I did that. I just did it off camera. So we're going to pop this in the oven on 375 for 20 to 25 minutes. But like I always say, know your kitchen, know your oven. You may need more or you may need less time. Baby, I'm outside, been thinking about you all night, been thinking it ain't right. While our chicken is cooking, we're going to go ahead and boil up our potatoes. I did use 8 potatoes, and we're just going to be boiling them until they're nice and soft so that they are easily mashed, because we are making fresh mashed potatoes. And after they're done cooking, they should look something like this, just very easily penetrable. So I'm gonna add in some of this butter here. I added about 2 tablespoons of this butter. I am also adding in some roasted garlic. If you want some fresh roasted garlic, all you need to do is put some garlic in the oven, spray a little olive oil on top of it, and let it bake. I put it on 375, and I want to say it was about 5 to 8 minutes.
Only see us in our dreams on outside. We're thinking that you're all night. We're thinking it ain't right if you and me. Only see us in our dreams on outside.
The last thing I added to the mashed potatoes was a little bit, and I do mean very little, milk, because I'm not a big milk drinker and it upsets my stomach, but feel free to add as much as you need to get a creamy texture. Look at that chicken. Full of goodness. Chicken looks absolutely amazing. I definitely used too much juice, too much chicken broth, but it's okay. The final thing we're making is some asparagus. I love making asparagus this way, you guys. So what you do is you just heat up some oil. Here we go. We want it to be nice and hot. Should be popping like this. That is what you want. So we're gonna just fry it up till we get a nice golden brown color on each side.
Tonight, can we stay?
Do not want to season your asparagus right away. You want to wait till it's about done cooking, otherwise the seasoning is just gonna burn. So once my asparagus was almost done cooking, I went ahead and added on some black pepper, a little bit of my salt-free seasoning, and then I also added in some pink Himalayan salt. And y'all, this asparagus is so good. It is so perfect. You definitely have to try it this way if you haven't, and let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below.
Won't you give some of it to me? Yeah, I need you present. Instead of giving me presents, you're not getting off that easily. Oh, we get back.
This came out so good. It was nice and quick, and it's definitely a slim, thick staple. Please let me know if y'all try this out in the comment section down below, and I hope y'all get thick, and I hope y'all stay slim. That's what I'm going. Do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel before you click off. I am going to be topping my potatoes with a little bit of shredded cheese and some of that juice from my chicken. This entire thing made 8 servings because I made 8 potatoes. If you would like to make more, of course, just add an extra potato or two to your pot. Let me know if you try this meal out in the comment section down below, and I am going to catch y'all in the next video. Bye.
You're speaking my love.